Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Extreme Racing Leagues. And we're here for X2, which is at Belgium, Spa. Um, it'll be the two of us doing the commentary today, so Stone Shuffle and Asthma Frog.
Yeah. Good afternoon. Um, right. Should be in for an interesting race today. I am just going to check. Mike's stream's not showing. He did say he'd do the weather. Uh, oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Here we
check
go.
out really important here what the weather conditions are, particularly with how unpredictable it is at this particular track.
Um, Dry race by the look of it. It looks like it's
Oh,
going to be a
lucky
dry
boys, that
race.
probably means X1's going to be the
Yeah.
wettest race known
I
to
was hoping. I
existence.
was hoping they were going to go out a wet race, but yeah, it's going to be dry for the race. Quali, we've got a cloud. You could switch back, Mike, if you can hear us.
So I'm just going to go and check out. I can't really use this year's Belgian Grand Prix fastest lap
Yeah,
because
qualifying looks like it's
it
going to be
was
dry.
it was a wet. So last year, 2023 Belgian qualifying fastest time was Max Verstappen with a 1:46.168.
Wait. Hopefully everybody
So
beats him.
from the laps I've been doing, it's already 4 seconds a lap faster than that. So I don't think we can really take much from the in real life numbers.
No. Um, just before we
So,
go,
something the viewers might notice is that we have world cars. The drivers have tried their best to kind of match up to their team's true colours as best they can, just so when we look at the track map, it looks roughly like those particular manufacturers should do, and so we can tell them apart. But this is due to the ongoing wonderful coding skills of Codemasters and Electronic Arts, who have
oh yeah,
managed to make equal cars not equal.
surprise, surprise. Um, just in terms of the championship as well, obviously this is our third round. Currently we've got Schumacher leading on points on 44. Jeff's just behind on 41. And then there's a huge gap down to Mike on 22 points. So we'll see how that pans out. It's looking good for the Kick Sauber guys just now.
Yeah, so we have our first driver starting the lap, and that's Shikari in his something. It's light blue. That's about all I can tell you about his car. So
Let's
it's
see, who's Shikari in?
Pure
He's
Rouge
not
and
even on the
Radion
table, yeah.
onto the straight, down to the end of the first sector.
I'll jump on board with Schumacher. He's just started the lap as well.
Shikari a little tentative through the first turns of sector 2. Nice to see, nice and tight here down the hill. Oh, a little bit wide. Looks to me a little bit like these tyres are not ready for the lap, if I'm honest.
Struggling for grip.
Yeah. Scrub quite a lot of speed there through Pouon as well. Ooh, up on the curb there. Nicely through the second. And this carries a lot of momentum into the back straight, so really important turn. On the power as soon as you dare. And down this long straight, it does have a slight turn in where you're just trying to not scrub off any speed before you reach the final chicane at the bus stop. So this will be our first lap of the session. He's on around a deployment as well before the bus stop. That's not great. And it's going to be a 1:44.6.
Not a bad lap to start with. Just on board with Schumacher, who's in the final sector. Looks to be on pretty solid lap so far.
Schumacher driving the sort of Ferrari today.
Yep. The only messing Ferrari.
Yeah, it kind of looks like somebody described the colour down the phone, unfortunately. It's not exactly the right red. And that's current provisional pole with a 44.095.
Not a bad lap at all. Next we've got Cooley, is it?
Cooley, one. Oh, and then Jeff has just crossed the line with a 44.6.
Yep.
So Schumacher leading the way at the moment by 6/10.
It's a nice gap, isn't it?
Got the other sky blue car, which is Rem. coming through to the end of the second sector. 15, no, he's 16.2 for that. I think it's about a second and a bit down on where Schumacher was.
Yeah, this is Rem's second time racing on this game, isn't it? So
yeah, he's making a comeback. I've been away from the game for quite a long time.
Yeah, he finished his race last time around, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be a bit of a difficult transition. There's quite a lot of changes to the handling in this game to previous ones, so take him a while to get up to speed. Out the final turn, managed his ERS well, a 45 flat. Is that constant? No, Constant's boxing.
Boxing. Mantic's about to start a lap. Boothie is on a lap.
But everybody's loving the metallic colours, it looks like.
Yeah.
So through in Mantic through turn 1. That's nice and tidy. Bit of ERS deploy and overtake, quite a lot actually. And chooses not to deploy up the hill.
Boothie's about to cross the line. Oh no, the same battery, looked like he backed out of that one, he's about to go again.
Romantic through the first sectors, on an okay lap here, through the turns quite nicely. That's Wado was saying that Shikari was going wider than your head, Kev.
Haha, Wado.
Looks like a reasonably tidy lap from Mantic here. How much speed is he going to carry? Oh, he's scrubbed off quite a lot. Oh, he's gone wide. Yeah, he's invalidated that into on. So we're switching to Boothie. He's coming through the first sector. Right on the top of the rev range for third and fourth. Kind of right down to second. Very wide there. Wider than a wide thing. So heading down to Puon now.
Wider than a wide thing.
Oh, quite a lot of wheel up on the curb there. Yeah, he's carried a decent amount of speed though. It's up to the 190 by the time he reaches the next turn, but he's gone quite wide there as well. Needs to keep it tight. Washes out wide. And then this is the momentum corner. Need to hold as much as you can. That's it. Oh, that was quite well done actually. 15.8. This is going to be around about the top end. If he keeps this pace up through the final sector. He's burning through a lot of his ERS. He's going to run out if he's not careful.
Yeah, his deploy's going to go there.
Oh, he stopped deploying. That was a bit silly because he had enough to get through the remainder of the lap if he hadn't burnt some overtake. Oh, and he's invalidated. Who we got on the lap? Nobody at the moment. So who's closest to the starting another lap? Looks like it's Viperbite. He'll be up next.
Good old body. Just coming into Blanchimont. Ready to start his lap.
Viper really still learning his craft in the F1 games, so can be making good progress since the start of the season, so it'll be good to see that continue. And the lap starts. Nice and tidy through one. On the power quite well as well actually. It's a good start.
Yeah, looks to be. Not too bad. Need to compromise his line a little bit on the entry.
Yeah, scrubbed off a little bit of speed there. Down to the first twisty bit really. Oh. Thought about turning in, then thought better, then decided to turn in. Bit of hesitation.
Yeah.
See, somebody got quite wide to begin with, but ended out as a tight line. That's actually probably quicker than some we've seen through there. I actually don't know what that tight right hand is called.
Is it Bruxelles or something? I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Yeah,
hopefully somebody in the chat will be able to tell us.
Yeah, I'll absolutely butcher it. I don't even want to try.
Like one of your qualified laps, eh?
Oh, Wado said, yeah, Brussels, yeah, he was like, I was like, there you go. Thanks, Wado.
So you should just believe in yourself more.
Yeah,
You
I
go,
thought I
Kev.
butchered it. I thought when I said it, I was like, oh, I butchered this. I better not say anymore. The lads look at me, please.
Oh,
Me head
bit of
fell
a
off.
downshift there by Viper that wasn't really necessary. You can go full beans through there. And down to the bus stop. Oh, again,
Oh.
hesitant on the turn in. Caused a lot of problems on exit.
Come on, buddy. 47 too.
147.2. Got Jeff on the lap, have we? Yeah. The end of sector 2, he's less than a tenth. It's less than half a tenth over his fastest lap so far. Running this earlier probably means he's going to do 3 runs. Now he's almost 2 tenths under.
Oh, he's made a lot of time there. Couple corners.
Jeff needs to make up another 4 tenths in the bus stop to be around about Schumacher's time.
Tell you what, it's a corner where you can't make a lot of time up just by getting it right.
It certainly is. Nicely cut.
Oh, got a bit squirrely
a bit
on
of
the second
hesitation on the
stage.
exit, but this could be close. A 144.195, just
Oh, a tenth out.
just 1/10, exactly 1/10 lower.
Nice lap, Jeff. Right, who else have we got on the lap just
So
now?
I'm shifting to Danny because he's
Danny,
currently sitting in 3rd place. So he's just finished in the first sector, 2 tenths up. Nice clean run through those turns there. Oh, a little bit wide there.
Really
Like the rear
pushing
end
the
was
car.
one to step. Oh, well taken, yeah. Probably not quite as tight as you could, but it was carried a lot of momentum. Gonna pull on. What sort of speed are we going to hit through here? It's going to be brave and just turn it in.
Oh, lucky Daddy.
Unlucky.
It's like he lost confidence in the car doing its job, and
Yeah.
never mind, he'll be ready to go again. No doubt.
So we got Low here coming up to the end of his lap, coming to the bus stop. I missed there. He did say he was up on his time, but I missed by how much?
Yeah, I missed it myself.
So through the last
Nicely
2
done
turns.
through the
Put the
bus
power
stop.
down, yeah.
Can he
Half a
improve
second
the
quicker on a
Yeah.
44.7.
Mike's coming into box.
Mike Boxon. Okay, who's the other dark blue car? Is that? That's Danny. He's boxing as well after his abort.
Yeah, believe it or not,
That's
Tom, Ren. You know the car Ren did?
Yeah.
That's the Mercedes. Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
What's it look like to you? Is it looking dark green like my one did?
It doesn't look dark green. It looks sky blue, but it's
Yeah.
kind of like sky blue all over, isn't it?
Yeah, we had a bit of an issue trying to get our car right. didn't we?
Calibrate colours, didn't we? So we'll follow Rem's lap then. So
Yep.
coming up through onto
Nice
the
and tidy
straight,
first
heading down
sector.
to the end of sector 1. Yeah.
Full beans.
Are we hitting 205, 206, 206, 207 just before the braking zone? Missed the apex a little bit there. That was quite
No, it was
tight, and actually
invalidated.
that's an invalidation.
Yeah. I think we're missing the apex on the first one. He's just cost himself on the second part.
So Mantic is in the final sector just now. He's obviously had an invalidation. He was revving his engine really hard there, and he's running his overtake. I don't know if he's trying to burn off fuel, but something that will actually negate that will be the fact that he'll be massively overheating his engine right now, which leads to dramatically reduced performance.
I hope you listen.
Is it going again?
He's boxing.
Boxing, interesting. Not really sure why he was doing that then. So Shikari on an outlap, the man who we followed at the very start of the session.
Let's see what he can do. Very capable driver on his day, Shikari.
Yeah, it's just recently got the game as well. So just literally in this last, what, 10 days or so, I think.
After
a big massive debate about whether he should, about whether he would ever play it, and then he's been on it for hours and hours since. So good decision there. I'm sure once he gets some practicing, he'll be right up there with the quickest in next too. So here we are going through the... Oh, that looked quite floaty through there. That feels like quite a low rear wing that's been run there. Which is kind of surprising, because it's a low rear wing anyway. Oh, much tidier this time through the first sector. And nice and tight through the corner, whose name I've already forgotten.
Brussels.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
So Did to put on. Oh, keeping his foot in. Oh, had to back out halfway through. You really have to commit to that corner to carry the best speed.
Oh, that curb.
Oh, up on that curb. That was the same on the first lap, but this time I would settle the car. Down the speed, yes, okay, yep. Nearly 3/10 up. Oh, and pushed it too hard.
Yep.
Somehow hasn't invalidated, but the time will be gone now, I'd imagine.
I should think so. We've got everybody on our lap just now.
Everyone out.
Rem has retired.
So Jeff is ahead of Schumacher, so I'm going to watch Jeff's lap if you keep an eye on Schumacher's.
Okay. I'll let you know how the sector one goes.
So Jeff just crossing the line now. He's got Shikari just up ahead of him, who's just finished a lap, so hopefully he won't stick about. Nice and tidy through turn one. And here we are up the hill. Got some deploy going up the hill, first time I've seen that. And the DRS. Got 31.2 for the first sector, he's half a tenth down so far.
Schumacher's at 31.3. Just over half a tenth down on his time.
So Jeff staying nice and tight in the turn that I will never remember the name of, we're going to call it now.
Russell's
nice
and then
through there. Down towards Puon, and yes, that's probably about the best I've seen it taken so far. Plenty of momentum held through the turn. To the right left, he has done the shift up to 5th gear, which gives you a better exit to the turn. And decent pace held through there, that's a 15.586, which is a 10th up after sector 2.
15.136, he's found a boatload of time. This is going to be close.
So I think Jeff might just sneak onto provisional, and it'll be down to whether Schumacher keeps it clean for the final sector.
Oh.
Yep, Jeff on provisional, and Schumacher crosses the line with a 43.5.
Great lap.
So Boothie. Oh no, he's backed out.
Danny sticks it on second with a
43.8 from Danny. Fantastic lap. Who's in the dark coloured car? This is Lowe about to cross the line. He's a couple of tenths up.
He's made it up to P5.
44.5 from P5.
Boothie is not going to get another lap in.
Flavor about to cross the line with a 45.1. Mantic coming through the final turn. He's half a second up on his previous best. With a 45.4.
Oh well, there you go.
That's it, folks. Really competitive qualifying, particularly at the end there.
Yep. There we go.
So the grid lineup for today then is on pole position is Schumacher SF7 with a 143.526. In second position is Danny with a 143.8, and in third you've got Jeff, Boothie, Lowe, Shikari, Zola, Cooley, Rem, Flavor, Mantic, Viper, and seeing up the rear is Constant Jet.
Not bad, was it?
Pretty good quality, yeah.
It's going to be an interesting battle at the top for sure. Got some quick drivers up there. Looking forward to this one. Now let's see some rain. Oh, Mantic said you'd run out of fuel. Unlucky, mate. Hopefully you have a good race.
Oh, I think that's when we were on board with him when he was going through the final sector and he was sitting at the top of the rev range.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so what's it? A 22 lap race. There's a lot of different tyre strategies that you can play out depending on how good you are on your tyres. There's a lot of different ways to start this race. There's a lot of different methodologies you can think around in terms of an early safety car. So iterations I've seen is I've seen soft medium, I've seen soft hard, and I've seen medium hard as a strat. I haven't seen many hard mediums, although it could work because the tyre does become about the same pace as the medium after a couple of laps, but it does take a while for those hard tyres to heat up. So if you've not managed to keep yourself in DRS during that time, you could fall behind. But
yep. At the moment, everyone's on softs.
Yeah,
but that will change.
I did wonder if we might see some of this because well, the soft is a good tyre to start the race in, but you do feel it in the final laps of the stint, particularly on the rear of the car. Did feel from the dev race yesterday like Danny was on some good pace. I really couldn't understand it until I realised that the game had turned my ERS off about 5 times in a row for some weird reason. Yeah, it was good clean racing with Danny yesterday, which was good fun. And it's good to see like sort of those key contenders up in the top positions in Schumacher, Danny, Jeff and Boothie. I think they've been pretty much the quickest so far, haven't they?
It's a shame that Piper Shoe's not here because also very quick driver, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But then you can see that in that sort of like second group of drivers, if you like, after that in Lowe, Shikari, Zola, Cooley and Rem, you've probably got a group of drivers looking to take advantage of anything that might happen at the front.
Yeah, and I think that'll be the case today. We all know how this track can go. It's a longer race than what 22 laps sounds like. Like it's 22 laps, but it's a long race.
Let's say it's 22 laps of 2 2/3 minute laps, isn't it?
So it's a very long lap.
And there's a lot of peril across the lap. There's a lot of curbs that, particularly when the tyres have worn, you can't really put your wheel up onto. You're easily prone to something like happened to me at Saudi, where if you turn your deploy on a little bit too early, that can spin your car out, and that'll be, I would imagine, quite an issue here, given the fact that the teams will be running very low rear wings compared to a lot of tracks.
Yeah, that's always a risk around there.
Yeah, I expect this to be a good one, or a good race. So we've got a late joiner as well. It looks like Windex joining in.
Oh yeah, I did see a notice for a quali ban for a no-show before, but at least he's turned up now. That's good.
So that brings it to 14 drivers. It's always a bit interesting down into turn 1 here because it kind of tightens before opening out again on the exit of the turn, and then down towards the end of the straight and into the start of sector 2, that right left right turn. If you've got cars that have been side by side, it's not can be a bit touch and go there, to say the least.
Yeah, it's suboptimal.
And then something that's actually quite interesting, this is probably the least useful pole position of the year, I'd say.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, the slipstream is so powerful here, that or on this game I should say, that sort of second, third and fourth are probably your likely contenders to be leading at the end of Sector 1. Unless you find some battling happens between those that puts them off the back of Schumacher.
Yeah.
It's such a long straight. Yeah, well that's it exactly, isn't it? So it'll be interesting to see how those drivers play it.
Yeah, I think the best way to play is just be patient. Be patient. Let the race play out. It will come to you as long as you stay in the train.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in the past I've actually avoided being on pole position deliberately to avoid that situation. So drivers then are starting on something other than the soft tyre is Schumacher starting on the medium, Boothie starting on the medium, and Mike or Zola starting on the medium. We might see a couple of
Yeah,
changes last minute as drivers try to play chicken with each other for no real reason.
I think it's always the case, isn't it? I think we will do. Surely there's got to be more medium starters.
Oh, it's a Cooley move into the medium, Shikari move into the medium. So we've now
There we
got
go.
5 medium runners. So it's getting towards a 50-50 split across the grid. Surprised the guys at the back wouldn't want to run on a longer strat to begin with anyway, just as a default. Try and gain some time in the overlap.
Hmm.
Yep, there we go. As we say that, we've got Viper. Move to the medium as we begin our formation lap.
Interesting. Interesting tyre selection from Danny and Jeff. We know Danny loves to run the soft medium. He tends to be pretty good on his tyres.
Well, that's the thing, is at this point we don't know if it's going to be soft medium. It could be soft with an early stop to the hard tyre, because the hard tyre will go at 1,000,000 miles at this racetrack with very little wear.
You can pit on lap 2 for the hard and go to the end.
Yep, easily.
It's a very durable tyre.
It does settle down at some decent pace as well, and because your fuel load bounds off, because it stays so consistent, you actually get quicker across the stint, which is quite unusual on this game, really. Most of the tyre selections at the different tracks, the tyres start off really quick for the first 2 or 3 laps, and then you'll start seeing like a tenth or two drop off per lap after that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me personally, the soft start to slow down on the second lap. Towards the end of the second lap compared to the mediums, for me personally, but we'll see how it goes.
I do wonder if we're seeing some people that are hoping for an early safety car, and then they can switch immediately to the hards and don't have to stop again.
Yep. I think if there is an early safety car and you don't box for you, you're asking for trouble.
I have to say that it's really good to see all the different colour schemes that are going on here.
Yeah.
They're not all to my taste, I have to say. That is interesting. It's not colours I would normally see mixed together, but there's some great efforts here. Some of these cars look great, don't they?
Yep.
What's that? Cooley and Lowe's. I quite like Cooley and Lowe's, the black and purple. That looks good. Flavors looks pretty good in the green. Mantix looks a bit weird. Like I think it's because the metallics made it look more of a coppery colour.
Yeah.
And then Viper's in a sort of pinky reddy car.
Well, Schumacher with an aggressive starting position, shall we say?
Yeah, this has become a trait of his starts. He's I've seen him do this a few times.
He's facing the next track. He's ready to go.
It's a bit weird that the game allows you to have such an extreme angle, because you couldn't get away with that in real life. But here we go, lights out, and away we go. Oh, Boothie's jumped the start.
Yeah,
so that's already a penalty. So Schumacher's had to back off into turn 1, which might benefit him actually, because they're going to be the run down. Oh, and Jeff's had a bit of a glitch there, I think. Oh, he's had a number of glitches. Seems to have dropped right back. He's now got Boothie to his left. They've managed to make it through.
I think he's got Boothie.
Up ahead we've got Schumacher closing down Danny. Move to the inside. Schumacher's made it into first. He maybe backed off into turn 1 deliberately, would be my guess. Or it was a lucky happenstance otherwise.
Right, so all drivers through sector 1. Which is good. We've
got Shikari on the left of Boothie. Looking to make a move, but he's had to back out. Boothie's fallen a little bit off the back of Jeff, who's staying with Schumacher and Danny. Danny's somehow making it back ahead of Schumacher.
Mike's come off at no name. He's went off the track. He's went deep. Got caught in the gravel, and he's about to try and join, but he's still on the grass, letting everybody
still on the
past.
grass, but he's now back on, and he's joined and is now running in front of Viper.
as Low and Massive Meerkat make contact. No, Low and Flavor, Mantic and Flavor, sorry, make contact. Oh, there's all kinds going on.
Danny's really pushing right now, looking to break the DRS.
Yeah, ideally, I'd like to get that done now. Yeah, will we see Booth's
Schumacher's burning to get back on the back of him.
Yeah, he's going to do it comfortably by the look of it.
Remember, Danny's got a tyre advantage at the moment on the soft tyre, so he'll be wanting to make as much use of that as he can.
Index and Cooley boys side by side through the bus stop. Index looking to make that move stick.
They're side by side at the moment, coming down into turn 1.
Cooley's car looks really nice. I like that.
Yeah, and he's made the move, so he's either... Yeah,
has he got
like
the
got that
RS?
done
No.
nice and cleanly.
Yeah, he's not going to have the RS, is he?
We've got Shikari now running down to turn 1, just behind Boothie. Shikari has the DRS, Boothie doesn't. But he's not really made much of an impression down the straight.
Oh, Boothie's gone deep.
Put Shikari right on the back of him.
Yeah. Boothie's also dropped out of the RS now, so this should...
well,
this could get interesting.
3 are sticking together quite nicely here, so they look like they're going to be the pack that's going to kind of disappear off as we thought they might.
Yep.
Flavor, quite a mover, he's up to 6th place so far.
Yep. Boothie gets a 3-second penalty as well.
That's very early in the race to be picking up 3 seconds.
He's still got a drive through, has he not? Yep.
Low, who was really on it in quali, battling with Mantic. So Mantic's come from further down the grid. Low sitting on a lot of ERS at the moment.
Yeah, he could probably get this done going into the bus stop.
He probably could, but I don't think you'd really want to be perfectly honest. Because then you're just sitting up for the DRS zone.
Oh,
Rem's just behind this battle as well. He has. But he's not going to have the inside line, but Mantic's left space. Very clean driving from the two of them.
Nice. And I do believe that Low is just... He's on 1 second with the RS. Is he going to get it? No. I don't think he will.
So Danny got a great exit from turn 1 and built up nearly a second gap. But he's run out of ERS, so he's gonna get absolutely pulled in here.
Yep, look at the gap coming down. I mean, he's tried to...
Maybe his strategy to keep it clear. So Mantic's dropped behind Rem now, so Rem, Low and Mantic making up a little group here.
Yep.
Mike behind them in 9th place on a bit of a recovery drive, but he's holding his own in this position just now. Just needs to close this down so he doesn't keep losing out to DRS every lap.
Yeah, I mean, while Flavor's trying to drag himself back towards Shikari into the DRS, he's currently 1.1. So he's a couple of attempts out. He's going to need it in a second because he's got... Yeah, he's going to need it because he's got Low right on him. He's sitting on 62% battery. I would get rid of it now to get in the RS. I think it's worth it.
Now that the race is starting to settle down, we're starting to see the quicker drivers move towards the front of the grid after early incidents. On that front, Zola's taken half a second out of Mantic ahead of him, so he is doing his best to get back on that pack. It's kind of essential for his race. Oh, Low went quite deep there. Lost a lot of time through the final turn. This might...
Yep.
No. Rem can't take advantage.
Tell you what, he's going to be going at it.
Schumacher's right on Danny's tail this time. I think we're going to see the lead swap here.
Yeah. Surely.
So Schumacher didn't really burn there and then turned it off. Thought he was going to have enough momentum. Didn't. So he had to turn it back on again.
Yeah, they're going to go side by side. I'm sure Jeff's sat there happy watching this go on. The more them two battle. Oh,
well,
the curb. Oh, very nearly, Jeff. Come on, stay off the curbs.
So the good thing for Jeff and Danny now is they can just have Schumacher, instead of battling him too much, just have him pull them along until the end of their soft stint. I would see them in a good place.
Yellow flag. No, it's cleared. I don't know who that was. Somebody might have went. Windex.
Lever has closed down Shikari. He's within half a second now, so he's going to have DRS next lap. He's got low right on his tail still, and then Rem again behind that. Something's happened to Mantic though. He's dropped 3.5 seconds off that pack.
Yeah, that might have been the yellow flag that we see him momentarily.
He's now got Zola right on his tail, so Zola will be looking to make a move into the DRS zone in turn 1. Mantic's on 3 seconds.
Boothie
So the frustrating thing for
Boothie and Curly were making contact coming in towards the bus stop there. Sorry.
It's alright.
Boothie's having a bit of a nightmare.
He's gone backwards, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's going to have the DRS down the straight here.
Yeah, I think Mantic's got damage. Is he going to be changing his wing? No.
Oh, and
doesn't look like there's a wing.
So who's got the DRS there? Is it going to be Boothie or is it Cooley? Who was behind?
Cooley's got the RS.
Cooley's got the DRS. So he might make the move back into turn 1 here. No, into the second sector rather.
Right, so something's happened with Danny as well because he's dropped. Schumacher's absolutely dropped him.
Okay, it's just there'll be those soft tyres getting rather old.
Yep.
Oh, I can really see the
struggling.
rear of Danny's
I'm just
car
watching
dancing.
him and Jeff, yeah. Him and Jeff look like they're struggling.
This is the risk in running the softer tyre to begin with. So Rem's managed to clear Flavour. And now Lowe's gone past Flavour as well. He's done it on the straight. A very unusual place to overtake. It's given Mike a good opportunity to get back into this mix now. He's under 2 seconds behind them now, after clearing that battle with Mantic, and it's just taken another 3/10 out in the bus stop.
Right, at what point did we see the soft runners come into box?
Oh, Lowe had to really get out of the accelerator there because he had to make some contact with Rem ahead into turn 1. Now, we've got teammates in Rem and Shikari here, I think. They look like they're slightly different colour versions of the same car.
Yeah, I think it's the type of paint. Oh, we've got Constant Jet, Boothie and Windex going to be wide on the Camel Straight.
Oh, just cut to Jet and he's had a... Yeah, he's dead.
They were 3 wide. I didn't see that coming.
It might be a safe. It might not be a safety car because there's only one car to pass. I think it's going to continue without a safety car. It has.
Wow.
Yeah, something a bit wild there. I only cut to the very end of it there. I didn't see the full incident, but all we saw was Constant going nose into the wall.
I was flicking between them. I seen them going 3 wide on the Camel Straight. It looked like it was going to get hairy, to be honest.
So I think Mike's had a bit of a tough start to the race, but he's really starting to show some pace now. He's taken 1.7 seconds out of Flavour over the course of about the last lap.
He's right on him now.
He needs to clear him quite quickly because Flavour's dropping off the back of Rem and Lowe, and Rem's catching his teammate ahead. We've got Jeff potentially eyeing up a move on Danny here. They're losing time to Schumacher ahead, but not much, not a lot.
No.
They're definitely within the window here. I assume their pit stop's going to be before Schumacher. Oh, Danny had a wiggle coming up the hill there. Just giving Jeff a really good run down into the turns at the end of the straight.
Schumacher just managing that gap, it seems.
Nicely done move. Now Danny's sitting behind Jeff. And Lowe's gone past Rem. I wonder if that was organised. Rem may be feeling that Lowe's a bit faster. That put in Lowe is now within the DRS of Shikari ahead.
Teammates working together, that's what we like to see.
Teammates.
I don't need no teammates.
So Lowe's lining up Shikari for a move here at some point. Shikari looks like he's really struggling now. Well, that looks like a burn ahead. It was.
Van Daniel, Jeff, I'm boxing now for hard, so going for an undercut. Will they stay out?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It depends what they're thinking, doesn't it?
Undercut's huge.
Oh, we've got low boxing. First car to pit.
He's on mediums. So
must be a move to the hards.
Yeah.
It must be the hards this early in the race.
Smart man. This could pull him up to Woodcote on 3. He's quick enough on the hards.
This could jump him at least a couple of cars ahead.
And
that's the hard tyre going on.
Solid pit stop. And he's going to rejoin towards the back of the grid. I believe it's going to be 12th position.
Wouldn't worry too much about that. He's got a bit of clean air which he can drive into, which is good. And that's unfortunately Zola's picked up a time penalty, 3 seconds there while making the overtake on Flavour.
Yeah, I wonder what that was for. I just missed it.
It looks like it might have been through Rouge and Radion.
Yeah, going side by side maybe.
Potentially. I'm surprised he would have felt the need to do that.
Cooley boy gets a 3 second
Cooley has gone off. Oh, those soft tyres, guys. Oh, he's gone off again. He's overheated them.
Yeah, he might be in a bit of trouble, yeah.
He's going to have to be really careful on the throttle now because those tyres look cooked. Honestly, the drivers still on the soft tyre are going to be really struggling right now. They're all going backwards. That's Flavour has lost 1.5 seconds to Zola.
Yeah, Schumacher's starting to stretch his legs as well now. Into 2.5 seconds. He's been managing it, but it doesn't look like he's worried.
So who out of Danny and Jeff is going to pull the trigger first? Oh, that was the perfect opportunity, I think, there.
Yeah.
I think these guys might be running soft medium rather than soft hard, because otherwise they would be pitting now.
Yeah.
So they might be going to around 10 or 11. See traction out of turn 1 there for Jeff, absolutely appalling.
I think if Lowe plays this right, he might trouble Danny and Jeff here. He's already up to 10th, he's driving solidly at the minute. He's got DRS again on Windex, so he should be getting this move done.
What's really interesting about that as well is that the hards don't really lose much pace. So there's not a great deal of advantage for taking a later pit stop to the same tyre if you're moving to the hards.
Yeah, you might as well take it early and get the undercut. Especially the way them softs are behaving. Like, you look at Low on Windex now, Windex sliding through Rouge and Radion, where the tyres just won't hold on.
The tyres are dead.
Windex, don't fight it, mate. Think better of it.
I actually think that potentially Schumacher could be making a bit of a mistake here. He's sitting on 86% battery. He's not really pushing, and he should be looking to build up that gap to protect against the undercut.
Cover the undercut, yeah. If anything, for some reason, Danny and Jeff are closing in, so, I mean, if I was Schumacher, I'd be definitely put down just now.
Could be building up a significant gap here, yeah. It looks like he's starting to burn now. Maybe he's listening to the commentary.
Come on, Schumacher. Get it done.
So, Jeff, in the meantime, has fallen off the back of Danny. He must have had a moment somewhere because he's dropped to 1.8 seconds behind. So Danny's got a bit of breathing room now.
See, that's the danger of them soft tyres. Once they go, they're awful to drive on. It's
So,
uh,
crazily, even though he started on the medium tyre, Schumacher is the first of the front three to pit.
sensible.
I really, at this point, do not understand what is going on with the strat of those that are running softs.
Oh, Jeff's boxed as well.
He's
went
gone to the
mediums.
medium.
Schumacher has gone to hards.
Yep, Schumacher's gone to the hard tyre. Oh, he nearly broke the pit exit there.
Be careful.
And he's got a comfortable gap to the car behind, 5 seconds, which is Jeff, who came out just ahead of Lowe. So this has put Lowe right into play with these top 3 places.
Hold it. I said Lowe will be in the top 3 in boxing area. There's no reason.
He's got DRS as well, and that's going to be Jeff on cold tyres too.
And if he can stay in Jeff's DRS, Jeff's tyres will start to go off, and Lowe's will just stay the same. Because he's on the hard, you see, so could be a brilliant strategy play by Lowe.
I think one of the big losers from this initial phase is going to be Danny, because I think by the time he boxes, he's probably going to come out quite a bit down.
Yeah, I might message him on Discord now and tell him he's an idiot. Should have boxed like 3
well,
laps ago.
As I always like to point out in these circumstances, you don't have to get every inch of the life out of the tyres. You're not paying for them personally.
No.
So Shikari and Rem pulling each other along still. Ticking on quite nicely in second and third. They're going to have a bit of a tyre advantage at the end of the race if they keep going. Mike's sitting 1.9 behind. Boothie another 5 seconds back. We've got Schumacher, who's our net leader at the moment, bar any safety cars, who's currently sitting in 6th place and is looking to come overtake Boothie here in the first sector.
Yeah, Danny boxes.
Oh, very tentative.
And
it's gone to the medium tyre.
Yeah.
Also, we've got Windex picking up a 3 seconds there. Let's just have a quick look at penalties. So we've got 5 drivers on 3 seconds. We've got Zola, Boothie, Mantic. Who did?
Low. He lost it on the exit of turn 1 behind Jeff. Oh, and that's cost him.
Oh, that's gutting. That's just undone his good strategy work.
Yeah. Danny.
And Jeff overtakes Danny on exit. So that extra lap he did has really cost him.
Yeah, but will he be able to make the tyres stick now? I mean, he should have a slight tyre advantage over Jeff towards the end of the race, so we'll see if he can make that count.
And look how much time Schumacher made by pitting just that 1 lap earlier. So the gap is nearly 5 seconds. It was 2.3 before he went in for this pit stop.
Yeah, now these two are going to be battling behind. It's just made it so much easier for Schumacher. I mean, he's cruising at the moment.
They can afford to now because while the medium runners will get a good initial few laps, they will start to experience some pretty hefty wear on those tyres towards the end of the race. So I'd say at this point it's the sandbaggers to lose. So on track at the moment though, the Schumacher isn't currently leading, he's our net leader as we see Rem from the lead box, so he's coming in now.
He's going to be going for
That'll
mediums,
be interesting.
does he know? No,
he's on mediums,
really.
so it could be softs to the end, it could be. Yep, they've gone for the reverse strat, it's softs to the end.
So we're seeing a mixture of strategies here just now.
A huge mix. So Shikari now, interestingly, they may be teammates, but I bet you anything they could have boxed at the same time.
Yep.
Because the game has this peculiar bug where it doesn't assign you your correct teammate. It'll just assign you random teammates. So actually, in terms of pitting, you have no idea who is your actual on-track teammate.
Yep. Shikari gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, he just ever so slightly reached the limits of the circuit
Shikari, Mike and Boothie all running long on the mediums. I'm guessing these guys are going to be going to the softs.
Guess they must be.
Yeah. And their mediums must be screaming at the moment. They can't be nice.
Even 10 laps from the end, I would still be considering the hard tyre as an alternate strat. It'll just hold up better across the remaining laps of the race than the soft will.
Iron's put in the chat sandbag at SF7. Well, Ryan, put flame rate for Jeff. Ryan, Jeff can't use that as an excuse anymore, mate. Flame rate. All I hear out of him. It's no excuse. Get a better internet connection. X1 next week. Oh, well, no, don't think so.
So we're surely going to see the top 2 box. Yep, so that's Shikari in.
There goes Danny with a 3-second time penalty.
And Zola stayed out. So doing another lap. So he'll be going to softs for sure, but maybe he's just trying to cut down on how many laps he runs on them.
Could be a good strategy.
Knowing that they'll die.
We'll have a
We've got Danny right on the back of Jeff here. Angel Rouge and Radion staying close up the hill. Yeah, he's going to have him quite easily here. Jeff will give him space, as he should do. And Danny clears him into 4th place. Remember, of course, we've still got 2 drivers ahead at the moment who are still to stop. So we've got Boothie on 12 lap old mediums and Zola up in the lead at the moment. Here, Mike, you're getting a nosebleed in first. Nah, he's driving a good race just now. If he hadn't got caught at the beginning, I think he would be in a much more competitive position. See, he's really struggling on those tyres now.
Yep.
Got Schumacher closing up at some rate of knots. So it's going to depend on whether Mike's going to look to do his teammate a favour here and hold him up a bit.
Of course he will. It's Mike.
Or if he's just going to wave him by.
Mike,
like Lando
AKA,
would do to Max.
Mike, aka Checo.
Schumacher sticking it quite close through this section. I'm pretty sure Mike's going to box this lap. I don't see any value in him staying out.
Yep, there you go.
And he does. So Schumacher retakes the lead.
Solid drive so far from Schumi. Although Jeff and Danny are closing in. Still, that's now 1.7. And Danny with that 2-second time penalty will not be happy, and Viper Bike gets one as 2. That's over half the grid.
He was, Danny was a bit susceptible to penalties in the dev race, so while I don't like to say I was expecting it, I was kind of expecting it.
Yeah.
So Jeff sitting quite nicely in a net P2 at the moment with penalties, but he needs to stick with Danny to make sure that happens. He's fallen back here. Danny's on a real charge after Schumacher here. It's taken large chunks out of him. Pace looks really, really good on these mediums at the moment. It's going to be a bit of a tall order for him to overtake Schumacher and build up a 3-second gap, but what he could be looking at doing here is just sitting on the back of Schumacher and using the DRS to pull him more than 3 seconds ahead of Jeff.
Yeah.
Which would give him that 2nd place.
Yeah, he's put himself in a really good position by closing back into Schumacher.
Jeff really needs to be thinking about burning the ass out of that fucking ERS. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, Schumacher's sat on 90% battery just now. I mean, I'm trying to keep Danny out of the RS and use him now. Maybe he doesn't feel like he's quick enough on these hard tyres.
Do you remember how Rem stopped a little bit later to do his stop? Well, he's now closing on the back of Lowe, who stopped early onto those hard tyres.
Yep.
Yes, Ryan, I apologise for swearing. I think that's the first time I've ever done that on the official stream.
I mean, Irons has had like 10 strikes. Golden potty mouth.
So Rem sitting quite nicely here. Lowe's burnt everything he's got. Yeah, he's not close enough this lap. Got Boothie on the back of Zola here. And he's burnt everything he's got, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, Zola's kind of just let that one happen. Owen Rem's picked up a penalty. That takes him to another driver with 3 seconds. So there's only Schumacher, Jeff, Lowe and Flavor without penalties. Everybody else has 3 seconds at the moment. What other battles have we got? We've got Flavor sitting on the back of Mantic right now. Mantic's on very old hard tyres, having stopped really early. That must have been after his incident. He must have had wing damage in that.
Yeah, 10 laps old, them hard tyres, no happy.
Yeah, he'll be really struggling, I would imagine.
Saying that, Lowe, even after his mishap where he lost it in the exit of turn 1 and lost all that time to Jeff, and obviously Jeff then had the DRS off the car in front, he's still sitting in a good position just now.
So up at the front, Danny's actually made the move on Schumacher and has built up more than a second gap.
Yep.
Those medium tyres working really, really well at the moment. And in fact, Jeff is closing into Schumacher quite quickly as well.
Yep. Get that sand
This
out
is
your pocket,
interesting.
son.
This is kind of the opposite of what we've seen so far with these, certainly the practice races and sessions that have been done, is that the hard and the medium in the final stint looked very much an equal tyre, so I'm surprised to see this. Schumacher really needs to make sure that he stays within the DRS of Danny, doesn't fall back. So if he does, he's risking falling out of that 3 seconds.
Danny pushing.
Everything looking... Yeah, it looks pretty calm on board as well. He's closing in quite nicely too. We've got Rem and Lowe. Very close to each other just now. Lowe on the hard tyre. Rem on the softs. Rem must have made that move at the start of the lap because he was chasing him before.
Yep.
He's made that really work. But Lowe is one of the drivers without any penalties at the moment, so he would jump him as it stands.
Jeff now gets within the RS range of Schumacher.
And critically, Schumacher's still outside Danny. Oh, it looks like Schumacher went deep into the final turn there as well.
As Lowe gets a penalty. More for Warren, so that's 3 drivers out of the 13 left that don't have penalty points.
46.6th lap time there, that's his quickest of the race so far.
But Schumacher got like a 4 or 5 second undercut, didn't he? And then it's just been swallowed up.
Yeah, it's just disappeared. Like, as I say, this is kind of a surprising one. Schumacher managing to close quite a lot on the straight there. Burnt all of his, pretty much all of his available BRS. And Jeff, Dafty, you picked up a penalty. So that's now just 2 drivers in the race without a penalty, and that's Flavor. Well done, Flavor. And Schumacher. So this gives puts Schumacher back in the driving seat here, really, I'd say.
Yeah, if he can stay within such a distance to Danny, I think he's got it.
It's 5 laps to go, and the medium's only going to wear quicker than the hard here.
Yeah. He's in the best position to win this just now.
I'm not sure if it's just the way that they're following the stream works, but Schumacher really sitting on the top end of that rev range for quite a long time each time he changes gear.
Yeah, he looks to be revving the car out. Probably overheating the engine as well.
What's that? We've got Boothie coming up on the back of Shikari here.
Yep.
On the back straight. He's our closest battle on track just now.
Boothie
this would be for position because I think they're on, well, in time they're on equal penalties.
I think Boothie's car's supposed to be a McLaren, is it not? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's
Kind of
supposed to be
looks
in
like
the
it kind of looks like a. I don't know what it looks like.
It looks like someone's
It
threw
very-
up on a car.
I think the nicest thing I could say is it looks very unusual.
Yeah. Oh, Iron
There's
says he
colours
never
you don't
swears.
normally see together.
Potty Bob.
So that's Boothie sitting on the back, up the hill, and coming into the DRS. He should have the overtake done here,
Oh.
unless there's a big difference in wing. Oh, that's all looking a bit
Oh,
scrappy.
he's gonna get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry,
He made the move
doesn't
on
try and fight
Shikari,
it.
and he hasn't
gone
made the
deep.
turn though.
Oh, Shikari goes a
He'll
little
have to
bit
give the
wide.
place back. He'll have to give
Yep.
the place back, and does.
The battle goes up for
Good bit of
another lap.
sportsmanship there.
Yep, nice to see.
Meanwhile, at the front, it does appear like Danny might have had the best of those medium tyres, because he's starting to
Yeah.
fall back into the clutches of Schumacher here, and
Jeff
Schumacher is
dropped
pulling away from Jeff.
Yep. Yeah, so from when they pitted, the hards were the better tyre for me for the second stint.
Yeah,
And
it was
this-
interesting though, because there was a bit more of an advantage on the mediums than I thought there would be for those initial
Yeah.
few laps. Saying that, Schumacher's just dropped out of DRS quite heavily.
Yeah.
Looks like Danny's on a bit of a burn. Make that happen. Oh, he
Yeah.
had a bit of a moment out of the final turn. Well, lost a bit of time there, not much though. So we've still got Boothie on the back of Shikari, and we now have Zola on the back of Boothie. So this is a nice little three. Oh, he's just missed his braking point. I think caused by a bit of the car being unsettled going up on the curb.
He's dropped quite
That's
a
a
bit
shame,
of time in
because-
doing so, yeah. Looking
It's a
like,
shame he's now out of the DRS. It'll take him a couple of laps to get back in that, I think.
Yep,
He should really have Shikari by the end of the race, I would imagine.
yep.
On a bit newer tyres, and that counts for a lot on the softs.
Flavor
And that's
gets the
Flavor
move
just-
done on Rem.
No, it's because
Manchester.
Rem's boxed.
Oh, Rem has boxed for a
He rems
wing.
in for a
Oh.
replacement front wing.
Couple
And
of
Boothie
small
now-
mistakes going there.
With his DRS, he's now deploying some ERS to make sure the move happens. He's got it done. And this time he keeps it on the track after the move, so that's the move done for the time being. We'll see if Shikari can stick with him. Schumacher now
Jeff-
within half a second of Danny ahead.
Jeff's dropping even further behind. He's just going to try and hold on to that third place just now. Yeah, Schumacher loves to rev that engine, doesn't he? Sitting at the very top of the rev range.
It's a very unusual driving style. I'd say it's probably not the best for the engine temperature. Probably losing a little bit of performance because of that. So other than the two cars at the front, which we'll jump back to in a second once they reach the first sector, Shikari and Boothie are closest.
Yeah.
Boothie just got the move done on Shikari, so it'll be about whether he can stay with him now. Zola
Yeah.
frustratingly still just outside that 1 second. It's being
Yeah,
fast through the bus stop chicane though, so hopefully he can make the time up here. And that's, yeah, he's taking the 10th out, so he's just about where he needs to be.
He can get in on the braking.
Now we've got Schumacher
Yep.
deploying his ERS. I don't think he's going to run out of steam a bit here. This could be a bit ropey. Oh, and Danny backed out to let it happen.
Mike
move is done.
going to get the RS this lap. Well done, Mike. He's managed to make it into turn 1. Barry gets a 3-second time penalty. So that'll be 6 for him now, won't it?
So through the DRS section, Shikari managed to hold on to the back of Boothie, so he's still within that DRS at the moment. Other than that, and the very front where Danny's sitting right on Schumacher's tail, there seems to be some gaps opening up amongst the field.
Yep.
So we'll stick with this battle at the front.
Yeah, Shikari just losing a bit more
Oh,
time to Boothie
Danny
there.
caught the curb there. That one's caught me out a couple of times as well. That's a really
Yeah.
annoying one. Particularly when your tyres are older, you have to get out of the throttle or else you lose the car. That'll be about whether he can get back on the back of Schumacher.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if any of these guys pick up further penalties before the end of the race. So that could change things quite dramatically.
So look at that. So Mike's got himself within the DRS of Shikari ahead. He just needs to keep it clean through the final bus stop to make sure he's still... I think he had a bit of a rough one there. So I'm not sure he's going to get it for the main DRS zone now. No.
Oh, he's slid into turn 1. No, I'm not sure he will.
Needs to burn. He hasn't got anything to burn though.
No, he's down to 10%.
Yeah, he's out.
Rem gets another penalty, so that puts him on 6 seconds. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, so 3 drivers now in 6 seconds. You've got Rem, Windex and Viper, and out with that, all the other drivers apart from Flavor and Schumacher are on 3 seconds.
Schumacher had Danny dropped out of the DRS there, and all of a sudden Danny's caught back up. In the space of 2 corners, I wonder if he's made a mistake.
Because once again, we've got a scenario where Schumacher's sitting on a lot of ERS.
Yeah, he's on 100% just now.
It's an odd tactic. I'm not quite sure around the thinking here, unless it is to mask your pace. But far be for me to say that. And by the way, Schumacher, I'm only kidding before you kick off.
Yeah, he's going to kick off on you. You've had it. Oh, it is. He's dumped a load of it, so he's now on 30%.
Don't know if the stream is acting as a reminder for him or some description.
Just let him know. Just turn so back that he will, yeah. Jeez.
That's something else you don't pay for, like the tyres.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, even if Danny gets past him, he's sat in his DRS, he's absolutely fine, he's got this covered. He just needs to not make a mistake.
Yeah, the job is done. No mistakes on the last lap, and that's it. Can even lose out to Danny here on the straight.
So Danny is going to try and make this difficult by the look of it. Put a bit of pressure on him. Oh, he goes around the outside.
Yeah, he's made the move happen.
Got to apply a bit of pressure, haven't you? Try and force a mistake.
Just going to quickly look at the race director and see if there's Schumacher's got 1 there. Cross the line on pit exit.
2. Exceed the track limits.
2.
Yeah.
So Schumacher needs to just not be silly here. Just stick within the 3 seconds and finish the lap. No unnecessary risks. No, it's easy to say from off-board the car because there's all sorts going through your head when you're driving.
Yep.
But it's definitely the way to be right now. So here we come down into the final time into the bus stop chicane.
Seeing Bodo's comments in the chat. And it's going to be Schumacher to take the win by the look of it.
So Danny will take the win on track, but with a 3-second penalty, Schumacher will take the win. Great drive, really well controlled across the course of the race. We've had Jeff cross the line in 3rd position. Again, really consistent from the top 3, just shame about penalties. Low with a great recovery drive coming back to 4th. That early stop really helped him out. 15 laps on the hard, which is the longest of anyone. Oh, in fact, no, sorry, other than Mantic.
Mantic, yeah.
Boothie,
17.
Shikari 6th. Mike in 7th. He managed to just make it onto the back of those 2 at the end, but not quite early enough. And then we got Flavor crossing the line in 8th place. Mantic in 9th. And then Remd cross in 10th for the final point.
Just outside of, we've got Viper, Kuraboy and Windex. Not the best race for them. I'd say Kuraboy and Windex because they were looking pretty lazy at the start.
So the holder of the fastest lap is Boothie with a 1:45.304. And outside the top 10 it's Cooley with a 147.433.
There you go, Cooley and Windex about to cross
Cooley
the line.
across the line and Windex.
Oh, Mantic didn't have an accident, he was slow and just wanted to try something. Okay. Never mind, bud. On to next week.
I did wonder if you'd had an accent. So, that's been XRL X2.
Eventful to say the least.
Yeah, eventful, but a good race. Really clean race.
Yeah, congratulations,
some good wheel-to-wheel
Schumacher.
action there. People respectful of each other, which is great. So that's a win for Schumacher SF7 with a finishing time of 39 minutes and 57 seconds. Followed by Danny and Jeff on the podium. Then we have Lowe, Boothie, Shikari, Zola, Flavor, Mantic and Rem making up the remaining points. And then the tail enders were Viper, Cooley, Windex and Constant, who unfortunately DNF'd after an incident on the main street.
Yep, good race overall. Schumacher extended his point tally at the top of X2 Drivers' Championship, which you'll be pleased with that one.
Just going to scroll down the race director just in case anybody wants it. So that's been XRL at Belgium. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks from me and thanks from Asthma Frog.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.